Once upon a time, on a farm in the country, lived a very famous dog. Well, he was famous in this region anyway, because ever since he was a puppy, he had always shown great courage and bravery.
Sultan! Old Sultan, we have
Oh,
to
yes,
talk.
his name was Old Sultan. You see, it had been a long time since he was a puppy.
Where is that silly old fool? Sultan! Is he over there?
And if the truth be known, he had become a little hard of hearing. As a matter of fact, if you told him he was hard of hearing, it is almost a certainty that he would have asked you to repeat what you had said.
Sultan, wake up! We need to talk! A wolf! A wolf is after the sheep! Save the sheep, you lazy old mongrel of a dog!
What? A wolf? The sheep are after the wolf? Where? Show me the rascals. I'll
You have
teach
it all
them a lesson.
wrong!
I'll
Slow
show
down for
them.
a moment!
Did I hear something about a wolf and sheep?
Listen, chum, I lied. I made it all up just to get your attention because you're so hard to wake up. The sheep are all fine. There is no wolf.
What do you mean, no wolf?
I just told you I made that up to get your attention. The sheep are fine. There is no wolf. Old Sultan, something really terrible is about to happen.
What?
Just now I happened to hear the master say he wants to get rid of you and he's going to do it very soon.
He is? Why?
I didn't hear that part. I guess because he wants to. I don't know why, but the mistress wasn't able to talk him out of it.
But why? It's nonsense.
I'll tell you why. Because the sooner we get rid of that old mongrel, the sooner I'll like it. Besides, what are we getting from him? All he does is lay around on his fat belly, eats and sleeps.
That may be, but he's been a good pet. I don't believe old Sultan deserves that kind of treatment. Can't we let him live here in retirement? There you go. Good? No.
I have nothing against him doing that. But he's just no longer reliable. It's the best solution, I'm sure of it. You have to admit it makes a lot of sense. He doesn't have a single tooth left in his head. All he eats is porridge. That dog wouldn't frighten the smallest of thieves. We're much better off being rid of that old mongrel. I'm absolutely certain of it. By this time tomorrow, that dog will be a distant memory.
When did he say he would do it?
He said tomorrow.
I don't think he means it. He's probably in a bad mood. He'll get over it in a few days.
What? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, old Sultan. The man wants to be rid of you, don't you understand?
Where am I supposed to go?
Anywhere but this place. I know that you're really embarrassed and this is probably the most humiliating experience in the world. However, you have to go.
It. Just wait a minute, will you?
Look, after you're far away from here, hiding out someplace, send me word where you are and I'll send you some food. Now go away.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and you're leaving this place right now. You can't stay somewhere you're not wanted. Be reasonable. Think about it. What dog in his right mind would force himself on people? You've got to leave before he does something unpleasant.
I want you to know this really goes against my nature.
You should be thinking more like a cat.
But loyalty is part of my nature. Dogs naturally...
Go, Sultan! Now don't forget to let me know where you are. It could be that he's going to be getting rid of me next. And don't go off with your tail between your legs. You have nothing to be ashamed of, you hear me?
I understand. Take care and perhaps we'll meet again.
Keep your chin up. Maybe we can find a way to live together again. This is so long for a while, not goodbye. Poor dog, he doesn't deserve to be treated like this by the master. It's breaking my heart. So long, friend. We're gonna miss you around this place. I miss him already.
And so, Old Sultan left his friend the cat and his home of many years behind. Old Sultan was feeling lost, not knowing where to go or turn.
That's right. Old Wolf would know what to do in this situation. But if I get involved with him, there could be nothing but trouble.
Old Sultan didn't think twice. At his age, he was wise to the ways of the world, but he wasn't very crafty or cunning. He ran to see his old friend the wolf. They had been enemies when they were younger because Old Wolf used to chase after the chickens and sheep, but now he too was old and really quite harmless.
My old friend Sultan, I haven't seen you in a long time. Sultan, what brings you out to my corner of the forest? Hey! You look terrible. What's wrong? What's bothering you?
Hello, Wolf. May I come in? I came by for some advice.
Advice from me? Well,
Yes.
Sultan, old chum, old friend, that's wonderful. I'm flattered you remembered your old friend. I'm simply overjoyed you thought of me in this, your hour of need, you old rascal, you. Sultan, come on in and welcome. Tell me what's on your mind. I've got some rabbit stew on and I want to hear all about it.
That's the story.
This is really hard to believe. How in the world could you let that sorry excuse of a master do that to you? I mean, you worked hard on that farm. Not a single wolf I ever knew could get away with a sheep. Why, a wolf didn't have a chance. It's just absolutely terrible. And besides, there's one thing I'm sure of. You deserve better treatment than that. Sultan, what a great idea. Let me do something to your master. After all, he deserves it.
What are you thinking of doing?
By getting even. Something I as a wolf would understand, but not you. Let's see, maybe a raid on the chickens, then again, maybe the sheep. I haven't made a raid on that farm in years. It would be wonderful fun, yeah.
That's not a nice thing to do. Couldn't we do something else?
Huh? I'm sorry, chum, but you really have to make your mind up. I'm all for getting back at your master. Just the thought of it makes my mouth really water.
Want to do something different?
Speak up, Sultan. What do you want?
It may be a bad idea.
But, Sultan, those are the best ones when revenge is what we're talking about.
If it's possible, I want to go back to the farm, all right?
I can't stand it. Dogs are born to be too friendly.
Well, if I grew up in that house, at my age, I don't want to live anywhere else. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Because I'm not a dog, that's why I am a wolf. But if that's what you want, friend, then I'll help you move back onto that farm.
You'll do that for me?
Of course I will, and when I'm finished, that cruel master of yours will be delighted you're back.
What? Do you think we can really get away with that?
No doubt about it.
How, Wolf? I'll do anything to get back on that farm.
It'll be a snap. We just have to work together, otherwise the plan won't work.
Plan? What plan are you talking about? I'd like to do it with you.
That farm is really busy from morning to night at this time of the year, right?
Well, yes, it's harvest time, and there's just the master and his wife.
And to make things worse, they have to watch after the little baby, too.
I'd say you know a lot about that farm, Wolf. Where did you learn all that?
Sultan, trust me. Remember, it's a wolf's job to know what goes on around the farm, so I take walks every day and check them out.
Yes, but I had no idea you got this close. Here we are, so now what are we supposed to do?
You make me laugh. Here you are about to be thrown off that farm by the family, and yet you're worried about how to protect them. It's time to put my plan into action.
Wolf, what exactly do you mean by that tone of voice?
I'm borrowing the boy for a couple of minutes, that's all.
You can't do that. I won't stand for it.
My friend, a couple of minutes won't matter to anybody. Take it easy.
No!
Shh, please, keep quiet.
Oh, William, come back over this way, dear. Do you hear me? William, come back here. You better come back. That's too
Oh,
far.
Mama, stop. Nothing to be worried about.
I worry. That's what mothers are supposed to do.
He's fine. How far can he crawl anyway?
Calm down, will you? My plan is designed to put you back in the good graces of your master.
Well, then you'd better let me in on your plan.
All right, now listen. I sneak up from behind and borrow the child. Frantic, the humans give chase, but I'm too fast for them and I get away.
Yes, but what about the boy?
Will you stay quiet? Please listen. Because I'm so much faster than they are, they'll cry out for help. That's where you come in and chase me. I'll put the child down, you return him to his parents, and as the hero who saved the child, they'll be so grateful you'll be invited back into the family. How do you see the plan, friend?
I understand. I'll do my part, Wolf.
Good. You watch what happens, and when they yell, come running after me. Now I think we're all set to begin the plan. Do you see him? He couldn't have left.
Now?
Wait a second. Sultan, not yet.
Then when?
Wait until I'm running away with the boy and they yell for help.
Oh, no, William, get away from there. What is it? Oh, my goodness.
Plan's begun.
Huh?
Oh, no, it's a wolf! Get away, you scoundrel! You're not getting away with this!
With the wolf's plan now in motion, old Sultan was doing his part, running to the rescue. Of course, no one had yet asked for his help, but that was a little detail old Sultan had forgotten. In fact, old Sultan had forgotten this was all planned in advance. He was carried away with the drama of it all and acting accordingly.
Sultan, you save him. You have to bring him back. Sultan, bring him back, please.
And so, having given up the chase, the master of the farm was depending on old Sultan to save the child. Everything was happening exactly the way the wolf said it would, except that old Sultan had forgotten this was all a charade. Returning in triumph, old Sultan enjoyed the role of the hero once again.
That's my baby. Our baby is coming back to me. Oh, Sultan, you're bringing our baby back. What a surprise. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Sultan.
He got a little carried away.
Well, the wolf's plan worked. Old Sultan was appreciated more than ever.
Sultan, is that you? What are you doing in that wagon?
Hi, surprise, I'm back in the family.
I'm glad.
I'm worn out. But at least I was able to help a friend in need, so the day is not a total loss. Ah, home sweet home.
The wolf came up with the plan?
That's right, if it hadn't been for him, it never would have happened.
Sultan, I'm sure you promised that wolf something to help.
No, nothing.
Nothing? Oh, that's ridiculous. I've never known that wolf to do anything out of the kindness of his heart.
I cannot remember a time when old Sultan's been happier than when he got into that cart to go home.
I'll have you know that Wolf is my friend. You couldn't be more wrong. He doesn't want anything.
Now's about the time old Sultan is beginning to feel like giving his old pal a nice present for all the help I gave him. I can just hear him saying nothing is too good for that friend of mine. He saved my very life.
He deserves a present of some kind, and I know what I want to give him, so I'm going over to see him, thank him for all he did, and tell him he can come over tonight to get his gift.
As much as he appreciates that family of his wanting him back on the farm, he'll want to give me something I value just as much. I love sheep, so there's a chance he'll bring over a fat lamb or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or maybe even 10. I can hardly wait, Sultan, old chum. Old Wolf, as a token of my appreciation for all you've done, I hope you'll accept this large flock of sheep. For me, what a nice surprise. Yeah, that would be the best. I can't wait for that to happen. Hurry up, I'm waiting, Sultan. My, how wonderful. Ooh. Wolf, he gets a little lamb, whose fleece is white as snow. Yum, yum. What a meal that'll be.
Wolf, it's Sultan.
And here's dinner now. I'm coming, Sultan. Hi.
Surprise.
Oh.
You're probably wondering why I stopped by to see you.
Yes, what an unexpected pleasure.
I realized I had not thanked you for helping me the other day, and I wanted to tell you how much I appreciated everything you did for me.
You're welcome. I'm just happy I was able to help a friend. So tell me, friend, how have you been doing? How's life on the farm?
Just fine. By the way, I owe you an apology.
Why?
Well, the fight. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry.
You better believe it. You behaved like a maniac.
I don't know what came over me, but while I was chasing you, I began to feel the way I did when we were enemies.
And we both know you used to hate me a lot in the old days, friend.
I went mad when I saw you running away with little William, and to tell you the truth, I completely forgot it was all part of your plan. I mean, I didn't even know my own strength, and afterwards, when I remembered, I worried I might have hurt you. So I hope you'll forgive me and accept my apology. I really am sorry, and I hope I didn't hurt you.
Except for a bump on my back, I'm fine. Don't give it another thought, old chum.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you say that. You would tell me if
Hey, Sultan, forget it. I'm used to it. This sort of thing happened all the time between us. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that's great. What a relief. I was sure that our friendship was over and you were mad at me because of what had happened.
Sultan, after all we've been through, we're friends and we'll continue to be friends for a long time to come.
That is one of the nicest things anyone has ever said to me. Thanks, Wolf.
What?
I have to be getting back to the farm
are you
now.
going home, Sultan? Tell me, did you just come by to apologize?
Yes, that's all. Oh, I almost forgot. I have a present for you.
What? You do?
It completely slipped my mind, but that is one of the reasons I came by to see you. Would you accept a gift as my way of saying thanks?
Oh, Sultan, don't be so formal, of course.
I take it that means you will accept the gift?
Yes, I'd be delighted to accept any gift.
Good. Then whenever it is convenient for you, feel free to come by to pick up the gift. A word to the wise, it would be best if you came by late at night.
At night?
Yes, late at night. It's something you wouldn't want to be seen taking from the farm in daytime.
Whoa, what exactly do you mean, old friend?
I would be in a lot of trouble if the master knew I was giving you what it is I've decided to give you.
Oh, my. You have nothing to fear. I shall come by late tonight after everybody has gone to sleep. 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111. I can't stand it. I've got to get over there right away.
And so, anxious and eager, the wolf left his house to go and receive old Sultan's present. You see, the wolf was positive old Sultan was going to give him a lamb or 2.
Sultan, I'm here to get my present, just like you said, after everybody has gone to sleep. Sultan?
I may be hard of hearing, but if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like old Wolf is here for his present. I have to get everything together.
Hey, Sultan, what are you doing rolling up your sheepskin mattress at this hour?
It's for Wolf. I promised him a present for helping me move back to the farm, and of what I own, I think he'd like my sheepskin best.
But you can't do that. The master gave you that sheepskin, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes, but it's the only thing I own that would make a good gift. And if the truth be known, it's really the only thing I own at all.
Come out wherever you are. Sultan, where are you? Maybe he's over by the barn with the sheep. Well, seeing as I'm here already, what could it hurt if I took a lamb? Sultan promised me one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lamb. Shh! Keep quiet. You'll wake everybody up. Besides, my old pal Sultan has promised me I can take one or two of you sheep home with me on what you might call a long vacation.
Huh? Where could he have gone?
There's nothing to be afraid of. Come on, stop resisting. I'm taking you home, lamb.
Arn!
Hi, pet. It's goodbye time. So say goodbye to all your friends. Bye-bye, everyone. I'm going home to live with Mr. Wolf. I'm in heaven. Where you been hiding? I bet you think that I'm taking this lamb home. I thought maybe you were pretending to be asleep so the master wouldn't suspect you of taking part in my little raid on the flock tonight. You appear upset, Sultan.
Double-crosser!
Sultan! Will you wait a minute? Give me a chance to explain.
I never promised you could take a lamb.
Sultan, you don't understand. Sultan, calm down. There's been a slight misunderstanding.
You again? I've had it with you. Come back here, you rascal!
Sultan, get out of my... Can't you people take a joke, for heaven's sake? I have never been treated so horribly, you know that? Mark my words, I'm going to get back at you, Sultan.
You go ahead and try, you no good double-crossing lying wolf.
Right? You coward, I challenge you to a duel. What do you have to say to that, you cad?
No problem. You're challenging me to a duel? Just tell me where and when.
At the break of dawn tomorrow, near my place in the forest, and don't forget to bring a friend. We will obey the code of honor, and there will be no backing out, you understand?
Don't worry, I'll be there.
Listen, why don't you just forget about this duel thing and let's go home? So what if you don't show up? In my opinion, it's better than going through with a duel.
For a dog, old Sultan was being pretty bull-headed. The more Cat argued against the idea of going through with his plans to meet and duel with Wolf, the more determined old Sultan became. So Cat took a different approach and tried suggesting the worst.
What if old Wolf has a rifle?
Rifle?
If courage was driving old Sultan to stand up to Wolf, false pride was driving old Wolf to do something he really did not want to do. In fact, right about now, old Wolf was wishing he had kept quiet last night.
He's here!
Oh, no! You said he wouldn't come!
No!
Look, Sultan, he has a rifle. He really wants to duel after all.
So it seems.
Sultan, why don't we just turn around right now and go back home?
Hey, boy, are my eyes playing tricks on me, or is that a rifle strapped to his back?
That's a rifle strapped in his back.
Sultan must have borrowed his master's rifle. Now I have to find a way to back out before I'm shot.
Well, if he has a real rifle, you're not going to be able to scare him with that silly, stupid stick strapped to your back. We'd better leave.
Shut up! He just might hear you. There may be.
This is not worth getting shot over, I'm telling you. Let's turn around and go back home.
It's too late. I'm not backing out now.
Oh, don't be a fool. This is danger.
I know that.
What are you going to do, Sultan? No matter how strong you are no match against his
I
rifle.
can't run away.
I'm sorry, I can't stay. I'll see you around. Good luck.
But you promised to help me.
No, what do you want? I'm a coward. Goodbye, Wolf.
Go on. I should have known better than to ask a chicken like you to be my assistant. Well, I'm no chicken. I am a fearless wolf, and I'm not afraid.
You should go now, Cat.
I'm staying to the bitter end.
Wolf, are you crazy? Run for your life.
I'm not moving. I'm staying here. Prepare to fight to the death, Sultan.
He's going to shoot.
This is it. There's no running away. This is the bitter end. I hate to do this, Sultan. Kapow!
Help! I've been shot! Help! Haven't I? Wait a minute. Huh?
A stick? You shot us with a wooden stick?
Yes! Pretty stupid of me, huh?
And so their hard feelings disappeared as they laughed and they laughed at themselves as well as each other.
I ran you off the farm in such a hurry last night, you left something behind.
I did? What was that?
My present, you sneaky old rascal.
Well, I'll just have to come over and get it, won't I?
Sometimes, for friendships to last, friends shouldn't take each other too seriously.